Founder of Sowore Reporters News Media, Omoyele Sowore on Saturday apparently refused to back down on allegations against the founder and the general overseer of a mega fire ministry, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, over reported cases of alleged paying people to fake miracles and give a chemical substance or injection to Apostle O.C. Benjamin of Fulfiller's House Church to perfect an alleged fake miracle of raising a dead man back to life. An allegation a man simply identified as Apostle Wisdom made while speaking during an interview with Truth Media earlier in the year, which, according to Omoyele Sowore, for Apostle Johnson Suleiman to remove the names of the media that conducted the podcast interview and the person that made the statement in the 1 billion naira's lawsuit filed against him and Sowore Reporters News Media, shows Apostle Johnson Suleiman knows the speaker. Apostle Wisdom was probably saying the truth. This, Omoyele Sowore stated in reaction to the statement earlier made by Apostle Johnson Suleiman on his personal social media accounts on Saturday, accusing the founder of Sowore Reporters, Omoyele Sowore, of always trying to play the victim's role that wants to be persecuted for fighting for Nigeria, whenever a case is filed against him in the court of law for passing across false and misleading information to defame someone's character, saying that forgiveness is predicated on the admission of guilt and one cannot forgive someone who has neither acknowledged wrongdoing nor shown remorse. In the podcast interview, Apostle Wisdom alleged that Apostle Benjamin, in conspiracy with some members of his church, hired a man from Enugu State and numbers of other persons who acted as neighbors and family members that brought the hired and paid man to the church program held in Ebonyi State as a dead man. According to the Apostle Wisdom, the hired man who pretended to be dead was put inside a coffin and transported from Enugu to Ebonyi State with an ambulance. He said the coffin was not covered until the man was brought closer to the church to avoid him being killed out of suffocation. Apostle Wisdom said the initial plan was to inject the hired and paid man with an injection Apostle Johnson Suleiman allegedly gave to Apostle Benjamin. Apostle Wisdom added that Apostle Benjamin refused to use the injection because he was afraid that the chemical substance may kill the hired and paid man. Hence, they decided to open the coffin until the time for the fake and staged miracle was to be conducted. To buttress his facts, Apostle Wisdom said the man that was brought as if he was dead to the church program was sweating because the few minutes the man was covered inside the coffin, he suffered some level of heat that made his body start sweating. Sowore, in numbers of statements between Friday and Saturday, said, "For your information, Apostle Johnson Suleiman has sued me regarding the controversy surrounding his alleged support for individuals faking miracles during an interview conducted by Truth. This lawsuit marks the second occasion Apostle Johnson Suleiman has taken legal action against me over contentious decisions made during his ministry, following a previous lawsuit concerning Stephanie Otobo that he later amended and removed Otobo. The case has been ongoing for approximately 8 years. And the most straightforward aspect to prove in court would be the matter of miracles. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, this charlatanisms. Who is asking you for forgiveness? You sued me 8 years ago over Stephanie Otobo exposes and later sought to end the lawsuit on the condition that I stop exposing you. I refused. You sent Frank Shebu to plead on your behalf. I told him plainly that the facts were correct. At the time, the Nigeria police force was at your beck and call, arresting whoever you pointed at. That era is over. We ended it completely. You even went as far as offering to stand surety for me when the Muhammadu Buhari regime arrested and detained me for treason. I rejected your Greek gift outright and called you out from detention because I know your style too well. This latest noise is pure bluster. If you were serious about any legal challenge, you would have included the podcaster Truth and the individual who alleged that you assisted other pastors in staging fake miracles. You claimed they've apologized and claimed they don't know you. This was a lie. The podcast is very much alive and unretracted. You avoided them because you know where the truth lies. I do not need anyone to tell me that you perform fake miracles. Your staged money alerts to your congregation are well known and long documented. Could you please explain to the public why you amended your lawsuit against me, Sowore Reporters, and removed Stephanie Otobo? Was it not because you feared she would testify as my witness, after which you paid her to come apologize before your congregation and then sent her fake alert? Did you not purchase a Mercedes-Benz GLK SUV and a house in the Maryland area of Lagos for a Nollywood actress, Daniela Akeke, and, when we uncovered the receipts, rushed to the Lagos state government to scrub the evidence from the vehicle licensing database website? I am particularly interested in this lawsuit because the time has come for charlatans like you to be confronted before a court of law and compelled to prove your so-called miracles and defend your ways before the courts. After all, you were the one who had sued. I am not the victim here. My concern is for your victims, those whose meager offerings and tithes you have diverted to fund these decadent pursuits. I feel deeply for them, including the Nigeria police force officers who had to perish defending your decadent lifestyle in unarmored vehicles. At the same time, you rode in bulletproof armored cars into safety. Apostle Johnson Suleiman, in a statement on Saturday, said, "You Omiyele Sowore have consistently defamed individuals, and whenever you are challenged to substantiate your claims, you retreat under the guise of being persecuted for fighting for Nigeria. No one is attempting to silence you. Rather, the goal is to expose you for the fraud that you are. You Sowore lied and defamed me, dragging my name into a fabricated story involving people I have never met, and you were warned and given ample time to retract the falsehood, but you refused. Why the sudden attempt to play the victim simply because the matter is now in court? I am among those who genuinely believe Nigeria needs cleansing, but not through hypocrisy or deceit. Fair journalism demands that your publications be balanced, verified, and unbiased, qualities you obviously have no regards for. For 8 years, I chose to ignore you. That restraint has now ended. Every further unsubstantiated attack on pastors and churches in Nigeria, driven by your anti-church and anti-pastor agenda, will no longer go without an appropriate legal response. To those calling for forgiveness, understand this clearly. Forgiveness is predicated on the admission of guilt. One cannot forgive someone who has neither acknowledged wrongdoing nor shown remorse. As stated in 1 John 1:9, forgiveness follows confession, not denial. Sowore Reporters, in a news report over the issue, has stated that Apostle Johnson Suleiman, the General Overseer of Omega Fire Ministries International, has issued a 48-hour ultimatum to Sowore Reporters, demanding a retraction of a report published in April 2025, and an apology across multiple national newspapers. The cleric is also seeking 1 billion naira in damages over what he describes as malicious and defamatory allegations linking him to a staged resurrection miracle. The dispute stems from claims made by Apostle Wisdom, a self-styled former associate of several Nigerian clergymen, who alleged in a viral interview that Apostle O.C. Benjamin of Fulfiller's House Church staged a fake resurrection using an injection allegedly obtained from Apostle Suleiman. According to Wisdom, the substance was intended to temporarily make a person appear dead for the purpose of performing a miracle at a crusade. The claims were amplified in an April 4, 2025 Sowore Reporters publication titled, "Apostle Johnson Suleiman gave Fulfiller's House Church's O.C. Benjamin injection to make someone appear dead for staged resurrection miracle, ex-associate." In the interview granted to the Car Truths podcast, Apostle Wisdom had alleged that the supposed miracle was executed using a hired young man, rented ambulance, purchased casket, and paid actors who posed as grieving relatives. According to him, the scheme was part of a coordinated plan to deceive worshippers during a program in Abakaliki. He claimed that Apostle Benjamin initially intended to use the alleged injection linked to Suleiman but backed out over fears the young man might actually die. My Oga, Apostle O.C. Benjamin, collected injection from Apostle Suleiman, he told me himself, Wisdom said in the interview. He described intricate preparations, paying people to act as family members, transporting the dead body from Enugu State, and staging dramatic confrontations with ushers who initially refused to allow the casket inside the hall. Wisdom narrated how the dead man, shut inside the coffin, endured heat and near suffocation before, sneezing, at the climax of the performance, triggering wild jubilation from the crowd. The angel in charge of raising the dead was even confused that day because nobody died, he mockingly remarked, describing the atmosphere as both chaotic and deeply manipulative. However, the fallout from the interview has now escalated into a full-blown legal confrontation. In a letter dated April 8, 2025 and addressed to Sowore Reporter's publisher, Omoyele Sowore, Suleiman's lawyers, Clement Onwemuna and Company, accused the media platform of propagating outright falsehoods without verifying from the cleric. The letter described the publication as an aggravated libelous assault crafted from the spiral imaginations of a mischief maker and blackmailer whose allegations were spread uncritically. Our client has never met any Apostle O.C. Benjamin, not to talk of giving him injection or substance to inject anyone to stage manage resurrection miracles, the letter stated. Suleiman's lawyers also referenced a new video by Apostle O.C. Benjamin himself, which has reportedly been circulating online. In the video, Benjamin allegedly denies ever meeting Apostle Suleiman, dismissing the claims attributed to Apostle Wisdom as false, fabricated, and malicious. According to Suleiman's legal team, Sowore Reporter's willingness to publish the allegations despite the absence of verification demonstrates a frenzied effort to disparage our client and constitutes the most wicked attack on the towering image of the televangelist. The letter issued a strict 48-hour deadline for Sowore Reporters to retract the publication from all online platforms where it appeared and publish a formal apology on the same platforms. Publish full-page apologies in Punch, Guardian, Vanguard, Tribune, and Sunday Sun newspapers. Pay 1 billion naira as damages. Failure to meet these conditions, the lawyers said, would compel them to perfect our client's standing instructions, signaling impending litigation. The letter was copied to Apostle Suleiman himself and marked pre-litigation notice.
So while he was deaf and dumb, if they make us before,
I don't know.
Was my pastor. One day I was in the minister's.
It's not even that day.
In
Who quickly rush this guy?
and he was talking.
God.
He said, I raised the dead.
Who quickly rushed him?
You can raise the dead. He said,
Who signal Papa come bring his motor? Hey, you enter motor. I will move.
to do something.
Now small beating will beat
The
him.
man talking to you has done it.
Small beating. How you manage the make call?
If he's not done it, then there is an impossibility.
So
Listen to
people
this.
will hear,
He said, you can raise the
people
dead.
will hear this guy.
People were shouting. I wasn't shouting. I
People
was crying.
will wait and started beating.
When
How
he
can
finished,
you? How can you be deaf and dumb and you are making
I
call?
went straight to the hospital.
Who gave you phone?
I began to look for enter any ward. I looked at some people.
Who gave you phone? How you manage no phone number?
I enter another ward. I said, no.
Do that thing. They show that thing.
Where is the ward?
I told him is that yes, he forgot. He forgot that he has not finished his work. That his work finished when he motor to go back.
I said, I want to go and pray. He said, my friend.
God of Nazareth.
I left there. I was going around. I saw
Oh, God,
a young child and the
My
mother,
brother,
they kept
there is nothing like that. Oh. Now we they bring them.
They told the mother to take the
We
child.
have a lot of any just bring machineries.
The child, the white balls had gone inside.
They will come. Even if you want them, okay, like when we raise the dead person.
I said to the
Sorry, when we acted the dead person, will nobody die. We don't raise anybody.
So I held the baby.
When we acted the dead person.
The baby was not dead. But was
The young man
so I began to pray.
who hired the ambulance from Enugu State. We didn't hire it in Ebony State. It was at the crusade. The program
I speak to you.
was held in Ezekuna Hall in Abakaliki.
It's Isaac now.
Ezekuna Hall
I started praying.
in
The baby was
Abakaliki.
half dead.
That is
When I finished praying, the baby died.
Nsugbe
Yes.
Street behind Motherless Babies Home.
So the mother of the
People
child,
that knows that follow those men very well, they know about all this.
the hand went down
We hired the young man and the ambulance. We bought the casket.
and tied on her waist.
We only paid the ambulance man.
He said,
We
"Who are
came
you?
with
Who
12
sent you?"
extra people
Oh, you came to finish it.
to act as the family, the compound, the neighbor,
To run.
the
mourners.
so it will be 12
Ark of Noah. I
extra
said,
people.
God, if you deliver me today,
That was all we hired.
I will mind my
The
business.
particular program.
I say, madam, you know what we have
Those
to
12 is only to follow.
As this baby die now, I will give
People
to
that will be wailing and crying and
They know him is our person. So like when 12 people come in a congregation and identify they know this person, what is left again now for you not to believe?
The nurses came out and began to insult me. They said, we know why
The man
we
entered the
this.
casket.
You people with Bible.
He immediately will reach motherless baby.
And the Holy Spirit said to me, call the name of the baby.
Now there he entered the
So I
casket.
turned to the woman and I said, what is the name?
Initially there was a dross, there was an injection we collected from Morga, collected from what's his name? Justice Suleiman.
And call the name.
wait.
That Morga, Osi Benjamin.
Collected injection,
Injection.
5 years old.
from Apostle Suleiman, the
Yes.
one who know.
He told me himself.
And the baby opened the eyes.
You understand? He told me himself. I was his PA.
And held the mother.
But that he's afraid
The woman said,
of injecting that
I said, I told you.
young
I
man.
told you.
Made the guy no go
No
die.
come die.
Told you what? Me that wanted to run.
But he was told that injection will just is for that the injection has time like to expire.
God will give you a miracle that will change your story.
Along the line, he was
Miracle
afraid of giving the guy the injection. Even when the guy agreed,
People are taking risk.
they did now. The guy agreed, accepted the conditions that they will give him the injection, and nothing will happen. But he was afraid. We already arranged it, but along the line he called
We do not
and
live
said no. Let the guy just enter the casket like that.
by our expectation.
Without the
Injection.
injection.
To determine your connection.
That a mind no
Accept
accept am. We say okay. Since not like that, that
Be
means
like you no trust the source of the injection.
exactly.
Make you know be say they want set
Use
am.
them, set them up.
You are going through now is a
That is
process.
exactly. So we say okay, since not like that, the guy go just sit down for the ambulance with with other people that hired boss.
Nothing
Another
comes to be
boss.
permanent, it comes to pass.
Those are also
Nothing
machineries.
comes to remain, it comes to pass.
But they came with 2 cars.
And it came.
That boss is for those people that come to testify.
That they know the boy.
Yes.
Will pass. Every limitation will pass.
When we get to Mr. Biggs, sorry, motherless baby's home, just a diversion to that very hall. That was when the guy entered the casket. But the casket was closed
Tell them it will pass.
when they want to bring it out.
It doesn't matter what is going on now.
But that was when he stopped receiving air.
It will pass.
Just immediately they want to bring it out. That was when they now shut it down. Already wear him hand glove, wear him stockings,
All those things.
put all this cotton wool.
Listen, I told you, and I'm hearing that again.
He was just there.
Listen,
He died
if
3
what
days
you are
ago.
going through has a human
They wanted to go and bury him.
involved. That person
But the
expires this night.
prophet, somebody directed them
To bring the body to the prophet.
to the prophet. Ushers were like, no. He was saying he was just standing in the pulpit. What is going on there? He said, Papa, na dead body. He said, what are they doing with this? Does it look like mortuary? Bring it.
And the Bible says,
They brought the young
when
man.
Jesus
All right, he want to kill this guy, yo.
the disciples
Inside
said,
there.
Send them away. What do you
As
Dead
more
body
youth.
wey dey sweat.
listen to me?
What
If
kind
you want
of
God to
dead
set
body
you
wey
free,
dey sweat?
He want to kill the guy inside that place. oh.
spirit of rejection.
First, he said that they should open it.
Hey, wait.
The late Benson, Archbishop
Not
Benson,
crying.
I said, man, don't call that. They should open it.
I was in the ministers
You know, because the
in 1992.
shock of a lot of people, they were unable to discover.
He said,
But later,
I raised the dead.
a lot of people start talking about it. How the guy, they sweat like that now.
He was saying that.
You understand?
It's easy to
This is very funny.
when the man talking
Imagine a hall. The hall is even stuffy.
done it, then there is an
Dead body wey die since 3 days ago. Come dey sweat.
Now you know.
It was too much that the corpse started sweating.
Osazuwa Radio, bringing you the news in a more digital way.